no physical remains. All that's left is a reflective substance, the only proof that matter once existed at all. That hollowing is the substance that fills this lake.
This whole lake. How many people? How many Dahnans?
You actually expect me to believe all that? That an astral arts illiterate Dahnan would know of this unseen atrocity? And that I, a Renan lord, would have no knowledge?
I have one last piece of evidence, Lord Dohalim. This is a fruit of Helgen. The cause of all of this.
What are you doing, Miguel?
Here is your proof, my lord. Proof of the bounds of your knowledge. Proof of the countless Dahnan deaths under your watch. No, they were not merely deaths. Those Dahnans were completely erased. And now, the only testament is that lake of hollowing.
Miguel!
Someone close to you is behind all of this. This person is amassing huge amounts of astral energy. You have to stop them. You're the only one who can prevent Menancia from returning to the living hell that it was once before. I beg you, for the future of the utopia you have created, please stop them. Don't let your dream die just as it's become a reality.
Wait a minute, I don't know if I...
Miguel! Miguel! Miguel!
Forgive me, Kisara. I'm sorry. It was the only way I could open his eyes. I didn't have much time left anyway. Please, help our Lord Dohalim to make our greatest dream a reality.
Miguel? Miguel!
Stop! That voice! Make it stop!
What is this? His master core is going berserk!
Miguel! Miguel!
I know all you want is peace, but we need your help. We gotta get him under control.
Damn! As if he wasn't already strong enough!
Pray forgive me this, my lord.
Ignite!
Shattering pieces!
Going in.
Attack time!
Twenty left.
Into the tiger blade! I'll run you through from
That rock is huge!
Watch out, everyone! My turn!
20 left! Run! Tiger blade! I like it! This one's mine! Just the
Take this! Thanks!
On guard! Dragon Shadow!
Here I come!
Hear my call! Spot!
Going in.
Tiger blade!
Tiger blade!
Take this!
Water! Hear my
Dragon
call!
form!
This one's mine! Tiger blade! That freaking does it! This one's mine! Ready! I'm all stuffed up! Not on my watch!
Take this!
Tectonic shot!
Storm!
Nothing gets by me.
Here I come!
Far enough.
I'll finish you!
Rising Wyvern!
I'll smash you!
One more.
Eat this!
Eat this!
Here I come!
Rip and tear!
Rising Wyvern!
Tiger blade! There!
Rising Wyvern! Counter! Here I come! Storm!
Mega ray! Look out for the charge attack!
Nothing gets through me. This I swear.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Eagle fly.
Rising Falcon! Rising Falcon! Hollow Blade!
Flaming meteor.
Here we go!
Flaming meteor.
Ready! Spread!
Laser
Here's evil!
Tiger blade!
Lancer!
Here I
Rip
come!
and tear!
Rising Heat!
Here I go! You're mine!
On guard. No further.
He stopped moving!
Get him down!
Please forgive me. Denied.
Attack time!
You're finished!
Glimmer dragon!
Ignite!
Going in! Armor won't save you!
Take this!
Tiger blade!
This one's mine!
First strike! Dragon blade!
Water! Here's my guard! Spread! Here! Flame of fury!
Can't move!
Meteor.
Here we go again!
You have to hold on.
Bring you back from depths of this!
Eagle fly!
Ready!
One more!
Lightning! No, not on my watch!
Dragon down!
Try hard enough!
Gemini Forward now!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Laser spear! Here's the
Good!
mine!
First strike!
Take this!
Talon sword!
Going in.
I'll finish you here and now! Tiger blade! Burning strike!
Going in. Hear my call! Tiger blade!
Armor won't save you! This one is mine!
I'll heal you all!
Tiger blade!
Not today!
Talon hurricane!
Where are you going?
Glimmer dragon!
Take this! Rising Wyvern!
One
Go
more!
on!
Tiger
Here
blade!
comes! Healing
You're
storm!
roll now! Tiger hurricane!
Appreciate the help.
Down!
Take this!
One more! I'm on it!
Rising Wyvern!
Tiger Blade!
Mirage!
Mega Ray!
Here I come!
Going in! Tiger Blade!
This was all mine! Ignite! You're mine!
That's it!
Slash!
Tiger Blade! Hurricane!
Hollow Blade!
Dragon Kill! Free Blazer! Going in!
Take Dragon Form!
Tiger Blade! Hurricane! Reload! Hook shot!
I can carve through now in the
Ready,
glue!
Tiger Blade! Glacial Spear! Here's the hurricane! One more! That's great! This one's mine! Far enough! Hurricane! Annihilation! Tiger Blade! Hurricane!
Burn in hell!
Hook shot! That's it! Tiger Blade! Glacial Spear! Piercing!
Take this!
Flaming Meteor! Their arcs were interrupted. You guys well
Dragon Form!
Talon Hurricane! Going in.
Not a chance! You're mine!
Arc Kill! Not on my watch! This one's mine!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
That's enough! Rising Wyvern!
Going in!
Lord Dohalim! Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Are you all right? What was that just now? I understand this is a lot for you to take in, but Miguel trusted you.
Impossible. I have no such power. Truth be told, I never wanted this. I never wanted to be a lord. However, competing for a position in the crown contest was required of me, and in the process, I took the life of a dear friend. The life I took and the bloodshed, the hatred that it earned me. It was far more than I could ever bear. But the screams and tears of the slaves, they would reawaken my memories of that day. The memories of my friend's scream and the tears of the one who mourned him. I couldn't take it any longer. I didn't want to remember.
So that's it? That's the real reason you freed the Danans? Just so you wouldn't have to listen to their screams?
Wait. So everything you've done...
Precisely. It was simply to distance myself from all the pain and death, all for my own selfish ends. And if it made everyone happy in the process, well, then that was just an added benefit. Or perhaps I truly did believe in those ideals at one point. But living up to them was never my aim.
Impossible. Your dream of coexistence? The ideals that you always championed? So you're saying that everything you stood for? You're saying it was all just a self-obsessed lie? Tell me it isn't true, Lord Dohalim. Because my brother believed in you in your dream!
Forgive me.
So this is who you really are?
Kisara!
Let go!
Stop!
I'll tear him apart! I swear I'll...
Are you trying to ignore your brother's dying wish? He entrusted you with his dream!
Just kill me. I'm nothing. I am but a shell of a man now. I'm just a pitiful coward who shrank from his duties. I would only ask that you make it quick.
This man... This is the person my brother died for. And for what? For what? I need you to get out of my sight right now. Go, before I change my mind!
Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, a little. Thanks.
What are we gonna do now?
I still have unfinished business with Dohalim.
He's a world away from the Lord Balseph was. There's no need for us to fight him, Shionne.
In case you've forgotten,
Guys! I think something's going on outside.
Kisara! There you are!
What's happening?
Kelzelik has started an insurrection. He's driving all of the Dahnans out of the palace.
What? Has he lost his mind? What about Lord Dohalim?
We don't know where he is, Captain. We thought maybe you would.
No, I don't. I haven't seen him since we were inside the quarry.
Damn. Well, either way, I wouldn't go near the palace. Any suspected Renan sympathizers are being arrested on sight. This whole thing is a powder keg about to explode. Best prepare for the worst.
I guess not all of the Renans here like the idea of coexisting with the Dahnans after all.
So this is it. This is the real Menancia.
Are you giving up?
On what? This realm is already finished. It perished along with my brother's dream.
That's a shame. And I guess all the people who believed in that dream are on their own out there, aren't they? Not all of the Renan sided with Kelzelik. There's still hope, Kisara. Your brother's dream is only dead when there's nobody left who believes in it. Am I wrong?
You're right. I'm going to the palace. I need to see what's happening there with my own eyes. What are you all doing?
I thought it was pretty clear. We're coming with you.
I appreciate the thought, really. But there's no need for you all to get involved in this.
Dohalim said it himself, right? All of us, we're liberators.
Thank you.
Will things be okay in the city?
I'm concerned about that as well. But for now, let us get to the palace.
Right. We'd best clamp down on things at the source before they get out of control.
The fact the enemy's holding themselves up tells me they're not exactly happy to see us.
Then we'd better go. Going prepared for whatever welcome we get.
We have to stop Sir Kelzelik.
Don't you think it's about time you dropped the sir?
He always treated us Danans with such warmth and kindness. Did he
Forget about intentions. We should assume he's the one who's behind all these incidents. It's not surprising to me that there are Renans in Menancia who resent Dohalim, but I didn't expect one would be so close to him.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Are you going to be okay, Kisara?
I don't know, but I definitely don't want things to end.
Of course. Anyone who tries to oppress others is our enemy, and we'll gladly stand against them. Besides, I want to believe... I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city, but it's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Meaning the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out. This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim.
Speaking of which, where the...
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's Chamber.
Worth a shot.
Hey, Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particular. However, I have noticed him accompanied...
What kind of...
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zeugle.
An invisible Zeugle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
Carve through them! Flash deal, you're finished!
Here's the evil!
Rising Falcon!
Make it break!
Got fire!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Lightning!
My turn!
This one's mine!
Rising Wyvern!
This one's mine!
Rising Kraken! Dragon Sword! Rising Wyvern! You're finished!
Now I'm in the
Rising Wyvern!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Look sharp! Take this!
Take this!
Tiger Blade!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
I'll do my best! Arna! Eat this! Talon Hurricane!
Take this!
Eagle Drive! Talon Sword! So much for talking it out!
Now!
Demons Descend! Flashing Fang! Water! This one's mine!
Rising Wyvern!
I'll smash you!
Lunarado!
Here's evil!
Make it hurricane!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
No!
This one's on a roll now!
I never miss!
This one's mine!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Looks like we got them all. I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
I see one, eh?
No soul can stand up to these
For my lord! We're not finished!
It's almost too strong.
Do it! Split it open!
Be like it! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here I go! Got you!
Dragon Shell!
Do
This
it!
one's mine!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Looks like we got them all.
Let's dispose of the trash. You think that shield will save you?
Damn it, Bennett!
Nothing gets by me! Come on, roll now! Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
My shield?
Astral Art?
That's my shield! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
This one's mine! One more!
Freeze Lancer! I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
You know?
Right, here goes! Now you'll learn!
Here goes! Not in your dreams! They really don't give up, do they?
Damn it, Bennett! Rising Falcon! Ignite! Damn it! You're mine! Dragon Sword!
I never miss!
You're finished!
Flaming Meteor!
Here I come!
Try this on for size!
Rising Wyvern!
Everyone hanging in there?
It's on! Engaging! Rising Wyvern!
You're mine!
Dragon Sword!
I'll punch that gun out of your hand! Fire support!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Got you. This one's mine!
I'm on board!
Do it! Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen. Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on. Right.
Right. That equipment should come in handy.
There's always room for improvement.
Right, here goes! Now forward!
Wanna hear my fire blade? Here's the
You got not today!
I'm on a roll now!
My turn!
I never miss!
You're finished! Here I come! Rising right!
All right. There are enemy forces here, too?
They must be predicting our move. And deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it? Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
It's on! Bring him down! It's on! Burn in hell! Take it!
What's for their ranged attack? Far enough! Fire support! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Laser spear! Here's evil! Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Everyone hanging in there?
I see one, eh? My deal is over! Luna Rondo! Take down their defense! You're down! It's over!
Do it! More! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! My turn! It's almost too strong! Be my guest! Luna Rondo!
Glacial Speed, I'm ready!
You're mine!
I'm gone! This one's mine!
It's over! Release! Destruction! Lewis kick!
Get toasty!
First strike!
Mega Ray!
Not again!
This one's mine!
Not today!
I feel sprightlier than before.
What's this thing?
Bring him down!
This one's mine!
Release!
Radiant Parry!
Now you see what I can do! My shield! Where did I finish?
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Lightning!
No! Here I come!
Far enough!
It's over! Swallow dance! Take that!
Lightning!
This one's mine!
Take this arrow!
Time to
Not
play!
even brains!
You're mine! Onward and upward. Oh, this looks nice and tough.
Way!
Rising Wiper! Eat this! Mission! You're mine! Rising Wiper! Rising Try this!
Lightning!
Infernal Turret!
Time to
Hit! Thrust! Watch this!
Look
Here I come!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I can feel my power growing! through!
You got
I never miss!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern! Try this!
Here, let's
Go for it! Rising Wyvern! Rising Phoenix! Down for it!
A hard-won victory.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Bring him down!
Going in!
Rising Fire support! Here I come!
This one's mine! I'm ready!
Dragon shot! Take this! Laser sight!
Tiger Blade!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen. Look! Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it. Even if Dahnans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other, and now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Let me see what I can do!
Far enough!
Here I come!
Glacial
Destruction! It's over!
All its score!
You're mine!
Annihilation!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I'll finish you here and now! Split it open! Be my guest! It's over!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Well then, let's keep moving.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go!
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave!
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool! I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the Sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Dahnan for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Dahnans are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel. My brother. He dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother! And now you'll die for it! My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
It can hide itself from me?
Here and now! Freeze laser!
Aim for the weak spot!
One more!
Rising
Tiger
Falcon!
blade! Laser spear! Pierce evil!
Rising Wyvern! Lunarongo!
I can carve through armor!
Rising Falcon! It's over!
Swallow
blade! Rising Wyvern!
Going in!
Rising
Tiger
Falcon!
blade!
This one's all mine!
Field!
You picked the wrong fight!
Going in!
Rising Wyvern!
This one's mine!
You're done! Rising Falcon! Devastation!
Ripping! Watch this!
Rising Wyvern!
Time to
Come on,
blade!
Jake!
That's enough!
It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
Here I come!
Swallow blade!
Tiger blade!
You're finished!
Going in sunlight!
You're mine!
Tiger blade! Flame of fury! Burning!
You're mine!
Dragon
It's over!
mine! Where are you going?
Destruction! Now, good feeling!
Take it down!
Rising Falcon! You're mine!
And now Tiger blade!
Lunarongo!
Magna Wrecker!
Rising Wyvern!
Here I come! Hurricane!
I can carve through armor!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Rising
Burning!
Wyvern!
Astral energy!
Say no more! You're mine!
Now shot!
In the groove! Eat
Into the shadows!
Denied!
I'm not done!
Time to stop!
Reinforcements?
It's over!
This one's mine!
Rising
Take
Falcon!
this!
You're
Tiger
mine!
Blade!
You're finished!
Searing flame! Reload!
Time to stop!
That move!
Here comes a big one!
Tiger
Not in
Blade!
your dreams!
I'm on it!
Ready to go!
Dragon Show!
Going in!
Here we go! I'm not done!
Going in! Radiant!
Try harder!
Tiger Blade!
Now I'm in the
Hear
groove!
my call!
Solar Blade!
Flash!
Solar Blade!
Piercing!
Rising
Let the
Warrior!
marksman handle this!
Astral Arts?
That's my cue! Freeze Laser!
Shut him down! You're mine!
This one's mine!
Escape!
Glimmer Flash!
Armor won't save
Do
you!
it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a healing
No!
arm! Dragon Shot!
You picked the wrong fight! I owe you one!
Nothing gets by
First strike! Rising Wyvern! Blue
This
escape!
one's mine!
Right now!
Here's evil!
It was nice.
This one keeps charging
There
us!
aren't. That's what my shield's for.
Here goes!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Rising Falcon! It's over!
Blade.
Not a chance!
Healing
Enough, go!
Not in your dreams!
Take this!
Watch this. Time for the eye.
Here's evil! Freeze Laser! Here's a healing arm!
It does it!
I owe you one!
Talon Hurricane! Take this! An outstanding.
Here I go!
Eat it!
This one's mine!
This is one tough cookie.
Not for much longer, you!
Don't let up till it's all over.
Smash you!
This one's
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Go again.
It's over! Here comes something big!
Try to die!
It's on!
Flame of
Not
Fury!
today!
Burning!
Talon Hurricane! Denied!
It's over!
Evil
Rising
This
Wyvern!
one's mine!
Iron Shield!
Tiger Blade!
Big Falcon! What?
Healing Circle!
Look sharp!
Freaking does it!
I can only rely on myself.
And again!
Look
Not
sharp!
in your dreams!
Tiger Blade!
Solar
Annihilation!
Blade! It's over!
Talon Hurricane!
Devastation!
Glimmer Flash!
Do it! Rising Falcon!
Look! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship! Ridiculous! Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
It can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Mahad-Sar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough, and you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menancia. Go to Mahag Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you alright with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans, and you're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Miguel entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
You all arrived here from Cyslodia, yes? In that... Case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Yeah! Hey. Just great. Hey! Good.
What? Is this your idea of atonement?
I never put much thought into what would come after liberation.
Don't expect me to help you with this sort of thing in the future. Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shionne.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Hi, Hootle!
First light!
Radiant from here!
You're done!
Take
You're
that!
mine! A lot of it's buried, but some of it could still be usable.
Only if we drive off the Zeugles, though. Is the area worth the trouble? I suppose we won't be running out of work anytime soon. We've reached our destination.
Yeah! Sorry. Damn it. Hey. Gotcha! Right!
You seem happy for someone who just went on a wild goose chase.
Hey, when you're free, there's no need to sweat the small stuff.
Oh, it's no skin off my nose. But if we're done here already, can we get back to our mission?
Mm-hmm.
We've reached our destination.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Dahnans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going, I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elder Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elder Menancia Guard. So, in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzelik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renan than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renan hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renans wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shionne?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Mahag Saar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. They try to get in our way. We'll take them down and that'll be that.
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Thanks! Rising Wyvern!
Annihilation!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Take this! It's all not a chance!
Annihilation!
Rising Falcon!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shionne.
Look, Hootle! One of your buddies!
No back and eat this! Luna Rongo! Right now! Try this! Explosive ring!
The heavens must be smiling.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. Leave the chargers to me.
No way!
Here I far enough.
Here I come!
We are freaking invincible.
Alden and the others truly are
Nicely done,
strong.
Shionne.
What about
You're
me?
flat. Step it up.
Yeah, you got it.
Everyone hanging in there?
There's something in the water. I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renan eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
Not too shabby, friend.
I've got something. Well, it's not bad, per se.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Yeah! Reel it in. That was disappointing. Oh, we've got a lively one. I didn't think I'd catch something this big.
Stars above! That's gotta be a new record!
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
Ha! Reel it in.
Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Is it just me? Or have those two barely spoken a single word?
I know, right? But after everything that happened...
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey, though, huh? How long do you think they're...
If it bothers you that much, why
do I have to act?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim...
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after.
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little...
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on Reef?
I possess the ability to command Earth Elemental Being. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point...
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least...
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge...
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Have you guys checked your equipment? Equipment lately?
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally. I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Dahnans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Dahnan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Dahnan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Dahnans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Dahnans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Hear my card!
Strike! You're finished!
It's in the
Take this!
Look sharp!
It's over!
Tiger Blade!
Devastation! You got fire!
I've got this! Let him march in here!
It's over! All yours! Rising Falcon! You're mine!
Elusive deity! Look sharp! Tornado drive!
Make it rain!
Rising
Dolly!
Falcon!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! A merry distraction.
There's still more to go! This one's mine!
Blazing Meteor!
Take it!
You're mine!
Slash!
I'm on ready! Do it!
Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara!
Didn't even break a sweat.
All right. There's nowhere to run from my heart.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Lunar Rongo! Rising Falcon! Swallow Blade!
Tiger Blade!
Swallow Blade! Rising Falcon! Look outside!
Crescent Moon!
Take this! Rising
Tiger
Wyvern!
Freeze
Rising Falcon! Take this!
Flaming Meteor!
Lunar Rongo!
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
I'm ready!
Something you wanted to...
In an instant! Impact block!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our...
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all.
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual...
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen any...
Are you curious about this stuff?
They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans...
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that. Unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so
Why not?
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Dahnan history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
We're a pretty lethal combination. Aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner. Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Take this! Thrust!
This one's mine!
Take this! Rising Wyvern! Rising...
I'm not so good with airborne targeting.
Rising Wyvern!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Like moths to the flame!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Burn it!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
One more! Tiger Flame! Rising Wyvern! Blue Naruto! Leave the target to me! Here I come! I'm ready!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long shot!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to...
I have a bad feeling about this.
This one's mine!
Denied! Begin! You're mine! Look sharp! Not so fast! One more! Make it red!
You're stronger than any Renan soldier I've ever met.
They don't just let anybody have a place in the Royal Guard.
Indeed.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. You'll soon see about that.
This one's mine! You come and face me! I'm ready!
Very well. Astral energy. Full throttle. Go!
My turn! Blue escape!
Going in!
Blue Naruto! Take the last mine! Rising
This
Wyvern!
one's mine!
Take this!
This one's mine!
Elucidation! Begin! Destruction! It's over!
This one's mine!
Rising Falcon!
That's it!
You're mine!
Going in!
Thrust!
Steering clear.
Rising
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Take this! I shall ensure you survive this!
This one's mine!
Thank you! Leave the agile ones to me.
Rising Wyvern!
I can carve through them!
Look sharp! Ready!
Eat them!
I'm ready!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Look sharp!
Destruction! Rising Falcon!
Easy and snelling to me.
Yeah! And bubbling to me! Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Lunar Rongo! Rising Falcon! You're mine! Rising Falcon!
Pierce evil! Target Blaster!
Take this! Rising Wyvern!
By the power of water!
You're mine!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
We're in for a long slog with this one. You want me? Come get me. Tiger Blade!
Mine! Swallow Blade! Burn in hell!
Can you take it?
Blue Escape!
Can you take
Rising
it?
Wyvern! You're finished! Devastation! Here I come! You're finished!
Resonate with the astral art?
That's my cue!
Far enough!
Shut him down! Here I come!
I'm ready! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? I can feel my precision improving. Leave the enemy's arts to me!
No complaint here!
Take this!
Into the shadow!
Blue Escape!
Here's the
Blade! Rising Falcon! Devastation! Rising Falcon!
Can't get out of this!
This one's mine!
Can you take it?
I'm ready! Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
With the earth!
Not by a long shot!
You're
Who
mine!
wants to die next?
This
Rising
one's
Falcon!
mine! Going in!
Can you take it?
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll face you!
It's mine!
Do it!
It's over!
Tiger Blade!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! I got it!
Got what?
I can chop up vegetable scraps and use them in the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
And thus our strength yet grows.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then?
Discourteous, aren't you?
Swallow Blade! Crush! Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
Rising Falcon! You're mine!
My armor won't save you!
I'm ready! Here I come!
Frozen?
Hammer! Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior.
Save your compliments. We have to move.
Driven and talented.
Rising Warrior! Rising Falcon!
In a bind?
Water, hear my call! This one's mine!
You picked the wrong fight! You're mine! It's over! Splash! Swallow Blade!
Nothing gets by me!
Only the best materials in your... garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, hell.
I'll clear the way through.
I've got your back!
Here goes!
Here I come! Elusive Rising Wyvern! Devastation! You're finished! Rising Falcon! Swallow Blade! Rising Wyvern! Rising
Tiger
Falcon!
Blade!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
Anything in armor is all!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Rising Wyvern!
Piercing raw!
Rising Falcon!
This one's mine!
Destruction!
This one's mine! Resonate with
Take
the
this!
earth! Water,
Rising
clear my
Wyvern!
path!
Rising Falcon!
Tiger Blade! Do it!
It's part of the Renin style.
A style made of both sides. I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
There.
What's this place? It's here. Some kind of old house?
Coming through!
Right here! I got it!
Here's the evil!
Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
Rising Wyvern!
Where are you going?
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
Nothing gets by me!
By the power of water!
Shion!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Now!
Not by a long shot!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Phoenix!
That's what I like to hear.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Take this!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Where are you going?
Take this! Elusive deity!
Art expert, coming through!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
This!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Strike!
Stay calm. I shall
Make it
provide
break!
assistance.
Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara. Resonate with the earth.
Lunar Easter! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth it.
Less talking, more pummeling. That's what I like to hear. That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
We're in for a long slog with this one! Now you see what I can do!
Elusive deity! Bring up front! Rising Falcon!
Here I come! Spread!
Rising Wyvern!
I never miss! Going in!
Rising Wyvern! Elusive deity!
Piercing
Rising
Rain!
Falcon! Take this! It's over!
Can you take it?
Rising
Prepare to be seized by a fleet of foes.
More appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Rising Falcon!
Make it
Take
break!
this!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
This!
Yeah! Nice technique!
I can feel my precision improving.
Right, here goes! Take this! Slash!
Going in! One more! Don't mind if I do! Target blade!
armor is all mine!
Going in!
Smash you! Rising Wyvern! How about this?
Pierce!
Rising Falcon!
Can you take it?
Rising Wyvern!
Hear my call!
Rising Falcon!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Rising Wyvern! Burn in hell! Take this! You're finished!
With precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise for you and that shield.
Best to stay in one another's good graces then.
Rising Wyvern! Take this! Now I can let loose!
Ready! Glacial Spear! Don't mind if I do!
You're mine! Rising Falcon! Here I come!
I'm ready! Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Hear me! Flavor!
Not again!
I never miss!
Impressive.
You're mine!
I didn't even get to have my turn.
History abounds with tales of lords daring exploits.
Maybe you'll share some with me.
Frozen!
Hammer!
I can feel my power growing!
This'll make us even more formidable.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.